Greetings there, my fellow adventurers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to our Adventurer Guild. Episode 20, Helping the Noble Brother. So this fight is going to be the Save the Brother fight. And I might create a save point as an insurance policy, not that I want to save scum. So assignment complete. We gather some garbage, and it's a new week. Given that it is a new week, let's go ahead and look at the tavern. We got humble, boring, okay. Ascetic, quick, eagle-eyed. Dex. That's a lot of dex, but it's not something else, so it doesn't, like, feed to good growth. You're dumb. You are educated, which is amazing for int. Selfish, which is unfortunate and clumsy. Healthy body. Arrogant. So that's endurance and willpower. But clumsy, yeah, never mind. You're oblivious, nope. Glutton, nope. Glutton is real bad because they eat more while camping, so you have to bring more supplies, which is just annoying, because you have to keep paying for them to, like, have big feasts. Even if they're a fast learner, it's obnoxious. Determined, willpower, boring, nope. Determined, greedy, nope. Hot-headed, nope. Insightful, pessimist, nope. And you're death-wished. Okay! Not a lot of takers this time. Pretty good chances for high. I mean, that's really nice. You gained strength on a 20%. Yeah, and absolutely do not reroll that. And Fang Face, how about you? Pretty garbage. I'm going to try to reroll. So we're looking for strength, int. Int is the hard one to get. Endurance, which is going to be the easy one to get. And willpower, which is kind of hard to get. I'm worried that I'm not going to get int or willpower on this reroll. Oh god. Here we go. Oh! Yes! So double endurance and both willpower and int. Got super lucky. Okay, and they can go in for one more training. So throw them back in for free. Well, not for free, but, you know, for some training. Assignments, time off. Honestly, the Red Wolves need time off, but, like, they're the ones supposed to go fight the boss, so I will give the Blue Stags time off. Might as well take it, the time off. All right, Cowley. That's amazing, because you got a +2 and a +2 on a 105. Like, oh my god, I'm not going to touch reroll. That's incredible. You're already class knight. Your goal is unknown because we don't have master classes yet, so you're already a knight. There's nowhere to go from here but up. Iron Zack, you're working towards knight for the double knight squad. Strength and endurance. So you did get the strength, you did get the endurance, but I'm going to re-roll this because I think there's a chance to also pick up wisdom. And I did. And then Elin, you are already a bishop, so that's amazing. I'm actually surprised you didn't get double willpower, but the fact that you got dex, I'm going to leave it alone. I think I could re-roll for like +2 willpower and possibly +2 int, but dex isn't bad because that's like accuracy, initiative, and dodge, and I think it's useful to have well-rounded characters, so I'll leave that alone. Stags. Oh, you know what? Hold on. The stags. You are going to seek bodyguards. So a merchant seeks bodyguards is a big windfall of gold. It's 8,000 gold. It's not a lot of experience. So I'm going to send the blue guys after that. Actually, you know what? The green is so happy, I'm going to send them after it. Because they have to guard for like 8 days. It's a long time. It will limit the amount of growth potential that green can make. No, that's not worth it. I'm going to send blue. Because it's really going to hurt growth potential for them. And you can't be killed while on assignment, so I'm not even going to bother healing them. Because they might take injuries while away. And then on top of that, I'm also going to send Skyra to kick it up to 100%. Because this isn't a party thing, so she can join as like a ringer. And that way I guarantee success. Worth it. For time off, I'm not going to do green. That would be crazy. So I'm not even going to do time off. I'll just leave it because it doesn't expire. I'll use it when I need it. Okay. Other things to do. I don't think there's much to do for the red squad. We have like crazy supplies now, so that's fine. I'm going to leave it. It is a new week. There was a dodge gem that we'll buy because it's not like I'm hurting for cash. And then there's a monk glove that I'll buy as well if we do end up getting a monk. That's a big damage boost. That's 8 physical attack paired with the other monk glove. That's 12 physical attack out of those two gloves. That's pretty nice. I did say I wanted to clean up some of the rings. These low-level stuff, like, I mean, if I end up needing it and don't have it, they don't provide enough of a benefit that I'm really hurting anyway. So just keeping one of each is, like, fine. I'm not going to overthink it. So it's just one of each of all the low stuff. And then I'll sell the tier 0 weapons, because, like, who the hell needs that? And there's really nothing else he's selling that, like, I'm going to jump for. Poison bomb might be nice. Yeah, I'll buy the poison bomb. And then maybe the cat potion, knowing the fight I'm heading into. Now, before I do the brother rescue, let's also donate to the church for a death ward. I like it. That will do. What's the key things do? So if you have a box, if you find like a chest and you need to lockpick it, it's a way to get a free lockpick. So you can choose either you try to lockpick or use a key. It's sometimes nice to carry one of those like big keys on later missions, because later missions can have really hard to open chests. So far we've only had gold chests, which we can open rather easily if we have the right class. But like if you had like a even harder than gold chest, like a purple chest or something like that, it'd be pretty difficult to lockpick. So buying these keys gives you access to open purple chests or legendary chests or epic chests without lockpicking. Up until now, we've only really found rare chests. Yeah, so I think I've squared everything away. I'm going to save first, like I said. So, save bro. Available quests. Story quest. The Routed Army. So Celia Greyhorn's elder brother, Gilbert Greyhorn, has gone missing since their clash with the Bandit King. You are tasked to find him and bring him back home, if he is still alive. Oh, the other thing I could do is, accuracy crit and true sight for a few rounds. And then movement and initiative for a few rounds. This is an acid potion. I'm not too worried about that one. The other thing is the attack potions. I'll get 3. Defense potions, I'll brew up 2 more. And I'm going... I'll save again. But I'm going, ready. Like, I want to massacre them. So we accept for the Red Wolves. We are gonna bring... Oh, I need more healing potions minor. Because we can't make the nicer ones yet. Just make some nice. There we go. What's the banner modifier? Endless reinforcements. All encounters will have reinforced every few rounds until all the enemies have been defeated, or if the boss is still present, the boss has been defeated. So it's like an infinite spawn until the bandit boss is dead. Or defeated, or whatever. In terms of gear, I don't think there's really much better that we could do for them at the moment. So we're not bringing supplies. It's not a supplied fight. Speed. We're just bringing a whole bunch of like thrown and consumed munitions. What's the cohesion? I'll check in a second. So that's a lot of consumables. I'll even bring some... right, those potions, and then some antidotes. I don't have antidotes and I have some bandages. Do I not? Oh yeah, here's the antidotes. Okay, so you asked about their cohesion. So let's go ahead and save this loadout of bro. So I can, but I don't think I'll have to redo it. So taking a look at everything. 74, 47, and 49. The cohesion will matter a lot more next guild tier, by the way. Like, by a big factor. There we go. We are completely full of potions. And we're going in. What? There we go. The routed army. So there's a soldier here. The adventurers saw a group of bandits surrounding a lone person. From his appearance, it seemed likely that the surrounded man was one of the soldiers from the subjugation force. The bandits were threatening the soldier. Tell us where the rest of you are, or you're gonna be in a world of hurt. Never, said the soldier. His voice was shaking but determined, enough to show that he won't talk easily. We can interfere. With a bow, take an ambushing shot in the dark, or stay out of it. I don't think we're staying out of it, but do we want to have Quantum take an opening shot? Is essentially the choice here. Because, of course, we were asked by a noble to save a brother. So I think saving the brother is, what we're about. All right. So it's a difficult shot to take. Quantum only has so much bravery. But here we go. 19! Holy hell. All right. Quantum shot an arrow at one of the bandits. Despite the low visibility in the darkness, Quantum managed to hit one of the bandits in the shoulder, who immediately screamed in pain. It's an ambush, the bandit yelled. They started to look around, but had a hard time spotting the adventurers in the dark. Let's get out of here. Who knows how many of them there are? The bandits started to flee in panic. Thanks for your help. But who are you guys? The soldier asked the adventurers. They explained that they were adventurers hired by Lady Cecilia of House Greyhorn to find her older brother Gilbert. Thank the gods. Finally some help arrived. The soldier gave a sigh of relief. The soldier explained to the adventurers how after the battle, the bandits had been, for some reason, tenaciously hunting all the fleeing soldiers and capturing them for the last few days. But thanks to the leadership of the young master, most of them were able to escape the pursuing bandits so far. Right now, they're secured a temporary hideout in the forest. Some soldiers like him were sent out to find a gap in the bandits' search parties. I can bring you to Lord Greyhorn, the soldier offered. Our hideout isn't too far from here. The adventurers told him to lead the way. He pointed to the east. First, we have to go this way. So there's no stamina here. Like, we can march around forever if we want. It's just that we might lose bravery or health or whatever if we get engaged. So I can still look west. As you can see, there's like lots of stuff over here too. And then another soldier. Oh, we're also gaining ironwood, which is the next tier of like crafting material. Adventurers found a group of soldiers who immediately raised their guard when they saw the adventurers, only to lower it again after one of them saw the comrades amongst the adventurers. They were shortly briefed about the situation. After hearing about the adventurers' mission, the group of soldiers decided to have one of them join the adventurers too to help out to reach the hideout. After this, both sides continued their separate ways. So we picked up even another soldier, so I think it was a worthwhile endeavor, I would say. Got another ironwood. Careful, adventurers. There are bandits patrolling on the path ahead. We should try to avoid fights, otherwise we might get swarmed by enemies. Oops, sorry. Now we have to take the path to the west. Be careful. There's another patrol ahead. So it's dark, and these patrollers can't see very well because of the limited visibility, because it's nighttime. So I can, like, dip into cover and avoid the patrols. Ooh, I just got my first iron ore, the black iron ore that is used to upgrade Ferdinand. That's fine. We've almost reached the hideout. We only have to follow the path in the north. I'm going to check east first, because seems to be there's something nice here. I don't really have space for it, but, you know. A sneak damage assassin blade? Well then. I don't even think that's better than what she has. But, like, yeah, I'm going to take that. Let's also ditch. So we have 100 herbs. That's hard to ditch. I'll ditch the 6 wood. You know what? I'm going to keep the wood. And I am not fighting these guys because we're trying to save Gilbert. We're not trying to fight all the bandits. That is not the goal. So here's Gilbert. The party found the remnants of what was once the subjugation force. Many of the soldiers were injured, and many looked like they had lost all hope. Some of the soldiers eyed the adventurers nervously and raised their weapons. Before a fight could break out, a young man in finely crafted armor, much different from the rest, walked forward and signaled the soldiers to stand down. It was clear to the man he was the leader, and the one we were looking for. I'm Gilbert Greyhorn, leader of these brave men. The young man introduced himself. You people don't look like bandits. Who are you? The adventurers explained that the young lord that they were adventurers and hired to find him. So it was Cecil, was it? Gilbert said and smiled. I thank you adventurers for coming, but I cannot leave without my men. Gilbert's response was an inconvenience for the party, whose only goal was to bring the young noble to safety. If you want to fulfill your quest, then help me bring my men to safety too, Gilbert told the adventurers. I've sent some scouts to find a path from which we can escape the bandits. Help us with our escape, and I will consider your quest fulfilled. Seeing as they had no other choice, the adventurers agreed. Together they waited for the scouts to return. While waiting, the adventurers observed the soldiers around them. The amount of injured people was staggeringly high. Many of the soldiers would be unable to fight if they were forced into a fight with the bandits. Some of the injured soldiers would even need to be carried when they were to move out. The adventurers also observed their quest target, Gilbert Greyhorn. From what they could tell, he seemed to be a decent man. He went around and talked with the soldiers and tried to encourage them. He also helped tending the injured soldiers whenever he could. Seeing this, the party wondered if there was anything they could do. We can help tending the injured, or just rest and recover their strength. Okay, we're going to try to help. The adventurers started to help tending the injured. They went around exchanging bandages and applying any of their healing knowledge they had. It seems like that, thanks to the adventurers, some of the injured soldiers had recovered enough to be able to hold a weapon again. Gilbert, who saw this, thanked the adventurers and lowered his head to them. So, Ciceron lost BP. After a long wait, because she's selfish, right? That's why, if you're wondering. She has a selfish trait. She did not want to give away medicine. After a long wait, Gilbert's scouts finally returned, and they carried good news. They found a path that seemed to be completely left open by the bandits, from which they could get into safe territories. Hearing that, Gilbert Greyhorn gave the command to move out. The adventurers made themselves ready to accompany them. It was a long and harsh march. Tensions were high amongst the soldiers, and not everyone was on the lookout for bandits. Everyone was on the lookout for bandits. No torches were lit to prevent them from being spotted by the bandits' search parties. But that also meant that they had to march in complete darkness. Only by everyone sticking uncomfortably close could they prevent people from getting lost in the dark. Despite all that, the long march seemed uneventful, and they were close to getting into safe territory when they could finally escape the bandits. The adventurers hoped for it to be over soon, so the march has been quite stressful to them. Lost a lot of BP. Suddenly, the loud sound of a horn could be heard. This was immediately followed by the sound of dozens of footsteps. Out of the forest, numerous bandits started to pour out. It didn't take long until they completely surrounded the soldiers and the adventurers. Among the bandits, a crazy-looking man with an all-too-familiar tattoo stepped forward. Coo. I knew if we purposely left a gap, we could lure you into a trap, the man exclaimed. The adventurers had a bad feeling about this person. The crazed man licked his blades like a deranged individual and looked at his trapped prey with excitement. We're supposed to bring as many of you back alive as possible. He exposed a creepy smile. But I'm sure the Bandit King wouldn't mind if we cut a few of you first. Stay away from my men, Gilbert shouted. His voice pierced the air like a knife. He pulled out his weapon and addressed his men. Do not lose heart. If we manage to break through here, then we'll all finally be able to return home to your loved ones. Stand beside me, men, and fight. Adventurers, please lend us your strength and slay the enemy's leader. Without him, they will surely scatter. Gilbert shouted to the adventurers. The adventurers understood and readied themselves. It was time to fight for their lives. Meanwhile, the enemy leader had an unsettling, gleeful expression on his face. Yes, struggle. Give me an excuse to cut you up, he shouted excitedly. He turned back to the bandits. Attack them. Cut their flesh from their bones until there's nothing left. Prepare for battle. Unfortunately for you, I'm really good at cutting. So in this case, slay the enemy commander before we get overwhelmed by their forces. This is an endless waves. They will keep reinforcing endlessly until this dude dies. This dude named Razor. He is the Mark of Lilith. All weapon skills cause guaranteed 30% bleeding, physical attack points of bleeding, and crit chance is increased for every 2% of bleeding. So this dude wants to bleed everyone. And he's a dagger master who's an escape master, so he's going to be really annoying to kill. And our goal is to get to him as fast as possible. So forward only is what I'm thinking. Yeah, he's a rogue. Now, with our low bravery, given like the situation we've been in so far, I don't think it makes sense to go too far ahead of the group with Ciceron, because we're not going to just be able to like outright assassinate this dude. He has 250 health. He ain't going to go down easy. Plus, he's an escape artist, so when he's low on HP, he's going to just disappear on us. The good news is we got some real spells in our at our disposal. So, we got Chain Lightning, which arcs to multiple targets, not that anyone's in range. We got Fireball, which is an AoE attack that covers a 2x2 tile. And then we got Earth Surge, which is like 3 tiles in a moving direction that do as a Earth Surge push. And then Ice Spikes, which is like an ice wall. So we have some new spells that Van Deathheart picked up. But again, nothing's in range. So we are just full on pushing forwards to try to do as much damage to the leader before the suppression force interrupts us. Or rather, the waves interrupt us. You know, it might be worth going here and then doing a rush. Although if we rush that far ahead, I am afraid all these enemies will gang up on Fig, and it will be bad, so I'm not going to do that. That would be a way to die. Oh, you know what I could do? Hold on. Do a cover. And then there is, of course, Gilbert, who's rallying us because he's a leader. And that is giving us momentum, protection, bravery. And this is what, like, a leader can do. So we fortunately managed to rescue a whole lot of soldiers, which are in the background now. He resisted the stun. Damn, nice. So they're gonna, like, take the brunt of the rear attack for us. Oof. And keep in mind, there's 2 win conditions. Gilbert must survive, and the bandit leader must die. Oh, I could have used a bunch of my buffing items. Maybe at the start of this next round I will. Soldier's doing pretty good, though. For now. Like, so far, not too shabby. They're taking down some of the little ones. Alright, Quantum. Let's have you take a attack poke. And then you are already light shot, so we'll just light shot this guy. There's no synergy there, but that's fine. You are gonna do also attack pot. No, what the heck? Can I not? Oh yeah, there we go. Well, let's just Shadow Step. Setting up for, like, future attacks. Hollis. I'll do defense. And I am going to move you in position here and then actually bother to do a magic missile. Because there might be a chance for a chain attack from, Nope, no chain. That's fine. Alright, Van Deathheart. I will have you grab a mage potion. And then 2 more action points. For chain attack. Oh, you know what? I don't think I could chain that far because they're not grouped up. So I'll just zap the hell out of you. Fig. Let's finish off this guy. Or not. Let's try that again. Okay. Look pretty, I guess. Oof. He even blew up his own ally. Alright, going after my priest, but that's fine. They're tough. And you're gonna get stabbed in the butt. For sure. Hey, look, see, Gilbert did it with only a 39% chance. Yeah, Hallis, you're got a lot of HP. And you also, I think, have the blessing where you just take less damage because you have divine intervention. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. That's gonna be a big bleed. Yeah. Didn't think they were coming up this way. So these soldiers aren't gonna last for very many waves. So our, like, cloak of protection from all these, like, spearmen will disappear pretty quickly. And I don't think it's reasonable to try to heal them, because, like, you know, they're fodder. This one also has a mark of Lilith, interestingly. Even though he's not a boss. And then Quantum, I'm gonna have you bandage yourself. I think we're gonna need to get some of these guys off us from behind. That will do it. Before we make any progress going forwards. Am I close enough for this? Oh, almost. This stupid guy wasn't in the way, I'd be close enough. Alright, so delay. And maybe someone can, like, remove the head from his shoulders. So that you can land, like, a triple electric shock. Because they're not moving yet. The side guard brutes. They kind of just stay there. Oh, he moved on his own! Okay, perfect. I don't care if we're stunned. What are you doing, Gilbert? Where are you going? The boss is that way! The hell? Alright, Fig. Shove this guy into the boss. That never gets old. I can't imagine throwing a person like 20 meters into another enemy to do significant enough damage for that much damage. Is amazing. I love it. So slip through and you're gonna stab me. But I already have poison resist. Oh, I mean bleed resist, but it still works. Whatever. I'm gonna stab you even harder. You just wait. And there's reinforcements in 2 rounds. Oh, that's gonna suck. I think I am going to burn, oops, some bravery to also bandage. Actually, you know what? I'm really tempted to just, like, poison bomb or something, you know? But what does this guy's poison resist? He has some pretty... it's not good poison resist, but he has some poison resist, so I don't think it's worth it. Alright, so let's just bandage. Because Hallis can only heal so many people at once, right? I don't want to, like, overburden him with, like, 3 people bleeding. I mean, 2's enough. Oh, and they're getting some good synergy here. Cicerone. Oh, good. Hey, guess what? $74? Weakened and vulnerable? No matter what you. Hey, Mr. Weakened and Vulnerable, guess what? That wasn't all incapable of, because next up, you get your tendons cut. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? Screw you, bud. He's invisible. Like, I can't fight him right now. Like, even though I see where he is, he's not targetable, as you can see. So I am going to go for Mr. Brute. Actually, I wonder if I can't even charge him. Let's go ahead and cover for Quantum. So that both Quantum and Van Deathheart have cover. And I have cover stacks. Alright, bleed and heal, and then... Oh, I didn't mean to click heroic dodge. Phooey. I don't have enough action points to do another one of these. Total misclick. Quick slash. You're trying to get the rogue back. Honestly, she hits way harder than you, bud. She hit you for like 100 something. You hit her for like a tickle. So this guy re-revealed himself, which is like, works for me. Get zapped. Oh, and synergy. Uh-oh. I don't have the bravery to probably do another attack here, but what I can do is I can dip into the shadows, dip into the bushes. And that sets me up for a nice next one. Gilbert's fine. Like, he is a tanky monster with his, like, fancy armor and everything. So I don't really need to look after him. He'll be... As long as he's not targeted by all the enemies, he'll be fine. Should just show you that. Oh yeah, here we go. Bunch of reinforcements. And these are infinite reinforcements, mind you. He's got 170 health, so I don't think there's going to be much issue there. Oh, look at this. Chain 15, 15, 15, 5. Oh! What's up? I think having Sis around there, just be able to, like, absolutely massacre him for, like, almost half of his health in one turn, it just made that so much easier than it otherwise would have been. Jagged daggers. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Not enough space? Open inventory. Yeah, I'm definitely taking this, so yeah, you don't even think about not giving it to me. And then a whole bunch of stolen goods. Let's trade that in for mana leaves, which are, like, not that important. With their leader dead, the tide of battle soon turned against the bandits. It didn't take long until the first bandits started to run away. Soon after, more of the bandits followed their example, until the bandits finally completely routed. Victory! Gilbert yelled and raised his bloodied weapon. Victory! Did he even hit anyone? I think he hit maybe one person. Victory! Repeated the soldiers in loud unison. Even the adventurers had to release a victory cry. Gilbert thanked the adventurers once more and tells them that they will be fine from here on onwards. He promised that for the help, he will repay them one day. We also picked up a healing points received and hit points, an old ring, which was the promise ring from Cecilia. So even though it looks like crap, it's pretty good. And, 20k HP is no big deal. There we go. There's the loot. Plus, pretty sick daggers. Hallis and Fig leveled up. He did one shot as bandit. Okay, fair. He definitely contributed a little. Thank you for tuning in to our Adventurer Guild, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. But please keep in mind, I'm trying to avoid backseating and spoilers. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord to take part in community events, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow adventurers.